Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening and or good night whenever you are tuning into this video. Welcome to Abstract Medicine. I hope you're all doing well. I actually have no idea what I'll be reading today for the collective. I feel like it's a message for this week, and I urge you to take notes with all of my readings, and also just please note that all of my tarot readings here on YouTube, Instagram, or wherever you find me are completely and utterly timeless. So whenever you tune into these videos, there should be a message there that resonates for you if it doesn't resonate for you at this time. So interestingly, the messages that I shared on Instagram and TikTok were also pertaining to these cards in particular, related to a divine masculine or a masculine who's really coming into their crown and crowning themselves as king. Now this can take a lot of time, or this can take no time at all. Some are more awakened than others. Some come into awakening before others come into awakening. There's a message here also from the Instagram post and TikTok message for the collective that I posted today about releasing control issues and trying not to fit into the mold. You are very different and you're meant to stand out, okay? There's another message here before we even start this reading, really, is to move on and to move away from things that no longer serve you. There's also a message from the collective messages that I posted today about getting rid of things that no longer serve you. This could be clothes, these could be people, this could be energies, this could be decluttering. There's a moment and a place and time of transformation that you need to make space for at this time, collective. And in order to do that, you need to distance yourself from certain people, places and things in order to do that and to really feel part of yourself, your real true self. Your guides are trying to help you as well. We have hawks or even crows here that could be resonating for you as well. There's something that's been holding you back, and maybe you've been waiting for some of you to come into union with someone of significance. This is a divine partnership, but this will happen once you make space for that to happen. So I'm going to call in the guides, angels, ancestors, and your ancestors and guides to share the messages that need to be shared today to protect this space and to protect your space as well. Mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical space. Thank you so much. Dear guides, what is it that we wish to impart today for the collective? Love. The message is always love. The message is to impart love. As you can see, usually I have a placement mat where I have, the astrology, the zodiac on the ground, or where I'm working with the cards. Today I was called not to do that and to go in clearly with the unknown. Have this clear table and have this clear message that there is an unknown happening. A lot of you are going to be riding the wave and succeeding, I'm hearing. Let's see some more from the Light Seers Tarot. I'm going to put these cards back in the deck. So we have the Three of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Some of you have been very disappointed in love and with the choices that have been presented to you. Some of you are healing anxiety and healing a heartbreaking situation at this time. You are going to be offered with many more options. Spirit is asking you to use your intuition and what the right option is for you. Take care of yourself, take care of your finances, take care of your diet. Some of you are going to be changing your diet as well this week, quite radically, I'm hearing. I'm also seeing Sagittarius energy because I just saw 14. 14 in the tarot and the major arcana is temperance, and it's also referring to Sagittarius. Temperance card can also talk about addictions and over drinking, and so that would be a message for some of you who have been indulging too much to release that habit and to have more of a tempered energy with what you are eating, what you are consuming online as well. Because food is not only something that we eat and imbibe even, it's also what we are ingesting with our third eye. We have the Knight of Cups here, beautiful card. a message of love coming in, but there's also this message of allow your heart to soar, is what I'm hearing. Be careful of deceptive energies that are coming in, pretending to be this. Remember, this also talks about using your intuition, or even your guides are giving you this intuitive hit, to be careful of people who are very charming and look great on the outside. But use your intuition. Your guides will be talking to you and sharing this message to you, telling you to be careful and to be awake and aware. Because not everyone has good intentions. The road to hell was paved with good intentions. Remember that. For some of you, and I feel a lot of you who have been dealing with that and have healed that and have recovered from the trickster energy. So some of you have left a trickster energy. Some of you have left people behind, remember. Some of you are continuing to leave those energies behind. You will be coming in with a true love connection. Because ultimately it's about knowing who you are and knowing what your worth is. Once you know what your worth is, and you are around the energy that works best for you, other people will also respect that. And also see your worth. Because the worth that you have within yourself and the understanding and appreciation is also the worth that they have within themselves and understanding and appreciation too. That's why they match your energy. And that's why they come in. Because it's a true match. Both cups will be fulfilled. For a lot of you, you've been giving much to other relationships. You've come in with a lot of romantic feelings. You've come in with a lot of love in past relationships. You've come in serenading. For a lot of you as a feminine, chasing your masculine. This is not the way. This is not the natural principle. This is not the universal natural law. You get to receive, and you get to allow for romance to come into your life, to be serenaded. A lot of you have been wanting that knight on a white horse to come in. The white horse is the significance of travel. There could also be distance, or where you get to meet the right person for you, your divine match abroad, or someone who is a little bit different from you. There could be an age difference, there could be a cultural difference, there could also be a physical, geographical distance between both of you. This is also very common with soulmate and twin flame relationships, divine counterparts, call it what you will, divine counterparts. So in your past you would serenade, you would romanticize, because you have love within your heart. You know what it feels like to be in love. But you have been doing the work yourself. You've been giving more love to others. And what they have been doing is they have been deceiving you. And therefore you are left bereft, at a loss, emotionally pained, self-destructive. You castigate yourself for not having listened or heeded the signs. Now you know better. Now you know that you are a child of God and you have intuitive powers and that belief in spirit, that everything really does work out for your best, but you get to work with spirit. When spirit gives you the signs, you receive those signs now. And you take actions based on those signs, that intuitive hit, that inner knowing. You no longer will be wasting your time on petty, frivolous behaviors from these individuals. That is now being let go of, and that's what's being worked out right now at this time. A lot of you are already in the vibration of this energy. A lot of you are in the vibration of this energy where you're bringing someone in, you are inviting that energy into your physical space, emotional space, heart space. And this person will feel and sense your vibration. They come in. They come to you. Remember that if you are the feminine, no matter of your gender, if you are the divine feminine, you're coming into your divinity. This person is coming in as the divine masculine. You receive, they act. You are the moon, they are the sun. Their cup is full. They continue to fill up their own cup, so do you. You do not wait for your cup to be filled. You go ahead and do that yourself. Many women in general, as a gender, have been waiting for permission to do many things. Women as a gender have been learning to no longer wait for permission. You just are, and you be in that being. Beautiful channeling. A lot of you and your partnership will become closer. There'll be more love around, and love will abound. A Two of Cups is a lot of love between two people, two individuals, alchemizing that fire and water and that purity transmuted into the etheric and heavenly realms. Because what is purity? Purity is white. White is the colour that is sped with many of those other colours. The colours are the messages from your past. The colours are the experiences from your past. You are alchemizing into pure white light within yourselves, within your own individual leadership that you share with others, and your person also will do the same and does the same. You both come together like snakes dancing, Kundalini awakening and reawakening over and over again as you continue to merge physically, emotionally, spiritually. Your bond becomes more strong and deeper. There really is actually no end to the depths of the ocean, because the depths of the ocean is also connected to the depths of space. It is continual. The Ten of Cups is a happy family and a home. A lot of you are manifesting a beautiful home, a sacred space where you allow and bring in other people who continue to do their alchemizing as well, their self-work, knowing their own self-worth. A lot of you have already found your tribe, and you will be working and living and experiencing them. Maybe at a time, maybe at a short time. They come in and out of your home. Your home is your humble abode. Everyone that comes into your home is coming in with humility, coming in from the heart space, not from the ego. The ego is a false pride. The heart is a true pride. That is where your tribe will find you, knowing the resonance of your heart. That is humility. The 10 and the 2 of Cups together and merged is 12 cups. 12 cups are the 12 disciples. 12 disciples are teachers and leaders. Note down and ask yourself, or meditate and find out, what are your leadership qualities? Who do you get to work with? Who do you get to collaborate with? Who you get to love with? Love, like the ocean and like space, is infinite. There is no end to that love that continues to abound around you, within you, outside of you, above you, below you. I also see a lot of you are going to be more in tune with your guides. I do see that. There's more harmony, high vibrational energy all around. This is beautiful. A lot of you, this is a gift coming out from a very difficult cycle, after all of that darkness, after all of that anxiety, after all of that heartbreak. Sometimes our heart needs to break as well in order to mend itself. But before it mends itself, it opens up and it breaks open and it creates space. That space is needed, that distance is needed. 14 on the timer there. Remember I spoke about 14 being the major arcana temperance card and signifying Sagittarius, the zodiac Sagittarius. Sagittarius could be significant. Sagittarius season is December as well as November. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, but it's also about tempering, being temperate. Maybe you're like myself, where I've been running very, very hot. Now I am running cool. And it is the height of summer. In Los Angeles, it is very hot. We are almost in the 90s here, and I'm very cool. The 90s in degrees in Fahrenheit is, I believe, 38 degrees Celsius. So very hot. But you know, that heat is part of the healing that a lot of you have innately, that is being healed at this time. The hands are connected to the heart space, you know that. For those of you who are healers, a lot of you, your hands have been vibrating at a rate that is not quote unquote normal from your own personal experiences in this lifetime, but you know that your hands are healing. When your hands heal, your heart heals. That is why a lot of you have been vibrating at a very high rate, and that is why you are very hot in temperature. Remember the Temperance card. Temperance card is fire and water. It is also the merging of fire element, water element, which together is alchemical. Alchemy is also destructive. Sometimes there is a need for that destruction, for that breakdown, in order to break through and restructure. Letting go of toxicity, toxic patterns and people. Who has been the devil amongst your friends? 10 of Cups and 2 of Cups is a 12. 2 and 1 is 3. 3 is the Holy Trinity. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The Mother, the Daughter, and the Holy Ghost as well. There is a connection there. It's not just masculine, it's also feminine. A lot of you have been healing your masculine energy with that fire, which is masculine, because the masculine energy comes from the sun, grandfather, sun. The sun is a masculine principle. The water is a feminine principle. So a lot of you, you've been getting all of that masculinity out over the years, being expedited maybe in the last few days with intention, so that you merge your own vibrational kundalini snake within you, merging that water and fire together, because you know what, they actually do work together. Fire and water does work together, used with the right principle, with the right intention. Both are highly destructive. Both are also givers of life. This card wants to come through. Let's have a look at this. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is someone from your past, also nostalgia, soulmate energy. Maybe you have a pet or a familiar in the astral who's connecting with you in the dream space at this time. They are sharing sacred messages for you and with you. You get to hear those messages. It is all very benevolent. There is a message for someone here to be careful, yes, what you wish for, but also not to romanticize something from your past where there is an untruth there. Sometimes we don't forget with accuracy the things that have transpired in our past. So we make it better for ourselves in our mind and in our memory as part of a healing for ourselves. This is a calling for some of you to do a past life regression. You can also book a reading with me or a session with me to do past life regression, to heal something from your past that you know innately was not really how you are remembering it as it was. For some of you, there is something from your past that's going to be coming up for you to be cleared energetically and spiritually, so that you do not reiterate that event, that way of being, that motion again. It is almost like you've been clouded Your judgment has been clouded from your past. And so that's why there have been many patterns of behavior that have continued in this lifetime, because there has to be a clearing. This can also be a karmic cleaning as well, and clearing. A karmic cleaning can also be conducted by me through Shamanic Healing session, where I put hands on you physically or even remotely. This is conducted through Zoom. I also conduct astrology readings as well, so I'm able to read your astral chart, and I can look at your past and see where your South Node is, where you have exited and why you have exited your last lifetime and your last incarnation on this planet Earth. And we look at your North Node in your astrology or in your natal chart to see where you're destined, you're meant to go. A lot of you, you're destined to be with people that really feel like familiars to you. They are faithful individuals, they are very caring, they are very loyal, very sweet, just like this dog. Many of them have a connection with dogs too. This could also be a masculine who has a dog, and who always has a dog, and always has had a dog since they were a child. Splitting the deck, we spoke about number 3, we spoke about Trinity. 3 is also collaboration, 3 is also teamwork, 3 is also friendships. We have this card peeping through, and it's the Magician. You're going to be attracting magical people in your life with whom you'll be working. These are magicians, these are alchemists, these are witches, goddesses, angels on earth, earth angels. They work with sprites, they work with the fae, fairies, nymphs, iconoclasts from the past, from Egypt, ancient Persia, old civilizations, no matter where they are from in this lifetime. You have also experienced their culture, their nationality in other lifetimes. There's a familiarity between all of you, and you'll be working together again. For a lot of you who are tuning into this reading, you are knowing, and you are in the belief and the understanding that you know that you'll be working with these sisters again. In sunshine, lightning, or in rain. That is a quote from Macbeth, where the 3 witches share that. Collective, I've had to clear my throat chakra and drink water. There is a clearance that's taking place in the throat chakra as well, where you become your truest essence. Your vocal cords are becoming more strengthened. There is a clearing here so that you allow yourself to see yourself shine and be in the act of truth at all times. A lot of you have a platform for speaking that truth into the world. That is what's being cleared, and the Magician is sharing that with us today. Some of you have also been doing that during the 7/7 portal of Sirius. Sirius is the dog star. Dog is God. And this is what was being worked on. Individually, we have the 9 of Pentacles. A lot of you who have been concerned over your finances, you will no longer be concerning yourself over your financial balances, I'm hearing. Everything is going to be worked out for you in your favor. You will have more of a fruitful balance, financially speaking. You will have the independence, you will have that flexibility to buy yourself the most expensive gifts, furniture, designs, to create with the most expensive utensils, tools, materials. You will be able to travel, you will be able to get your hair done. You'll be able to beautify yourself in a way that you no longer recognize yourself as yourself, but you are yourself and you're becoming more and more yourself. Once you realize you are becoming more and more yourself, you realize that you are becoming the self that you've always been. And the person and self that you have always been will be shone through the reflection of who you truly are. And then you'll remember who you are. You will recognize who that person is, because that is what you exactly look like in another lifetime, and in many lifetimes over and over again. This is a lesson that you've been experiencing many times and lifetimes over, where you change your appearance to become and remember and become the embodiment of that individual from other lifetimes. This has been going on many lifetimes, over and over again. Whatever projects, whatever roles you've been playing, whichever masks you've been wearing, you are now putting that down, and that version of yourself, that project, has now been completed. Spirit is congratulating you on that. We also had the owl there. The owl there is a symbol of wisdom. The owl is also the familiar of Athena. Athena is a goddess of war. She is the huntress. She's also very connected with nature. So there's a message here to plant your seeds. No, there is a correction. You've been planting your seeds. Those seeds are being, those seeds are growing, and they have grown now. Because of the internal alchemization that you've been putting and creating for yourself, those physical seeds have now grown into fruit. You will now be seeing the fruits of your labor, and you will be paid tenfold. I just saw 333 on the timer. 333 is master energy. For me, that's Yeshua energy, Jesus. Your master guides are recognizing the efforts and the studentship that you have been partaking in. You've been learning and researching so much. You also get to teach and impart that knowledge to others. Be selective, because remember, not all people will accept the messages as truth. Some of these pearls of wisdom will be dropped into the mouths of swine. There is another message here to be selective with the tribe that you seek, because that tribe is seeking you. Your vibration is very high at this time, collective. Remember the 7 of Cups. Be selective with those choices, because people are always warmed and drawn to that firelight that you have. Everyone wants to be healed, but people also get to save themselves. You are relearning a pattern of behavior, which is a savior complex. Yeshua was a savior. You will no longer be saving people who will no longer wish to save themselves. Be careful of those moths that come into the vibration of the flame that you are. Create boundaries around your holy temple, your sacred space, your physical aura and auric fields. Protect your social media, which is happening and has been happening since the moment of this reading. Your emails, your junk mail is going to be cleared out. Even if you don't physically do that yourself, your guides will be doing that for you. They are obfuscating, as in hiding. They are getting rid of things that you no longer need to see in the collective, in visual culture. Because that lowers your vibration. 555 is the numerology of great change and a great awakening that has and is taking place for some of you and a lot of you. Let's have a look at the mystical healing cards. Before I begin, I was encouraged to look at the sofa or the armchair I was sitting on, and I found these incense. There's 2, 4, 5 incense here. They have a slight scent to them. I'm not sure if they were mine. I'm not sure if they came with the armchair. The armchair is secondhand. I also found this coin, the coin of liberty. It's an American coin. Underneath it is the eagle. Remember how I spoke about the crows, the hawk, the owl? They are all friends and disseminators, I'm hearing. They are disseminators of the eagle. The eagle sees a lot from above. The eagle is connected to the higher realms, and so are you, collective. You are now being emancipated, and you are free to be yourself You always have been, but now you remember that you truly are free and you are a child of God. A lot of you are earth angels here on the planet and purveyors of the earth, I'm hearing. Beautiful channeling. Do let me know how this resonates for you as well in the comment section below. If not, you can send me a message. Let's have a look at the mystical healing cards for the collective today. Thank you so much, Spirit. Practice positivity. But there is also travel here. I did speak about Sagittarius and movement, divine partnerships, where there can be a physical and geographical distance or cultural difference. Practice positivity. Positivity is really in the light. You are now an embodiment of light. Remember that. A lot of you are the feminine leading the way for your masculine. The masculine is a sun. The swan is a feminine. Swans mate for life. And they do this beautiful dance of courtship. Some of you are encouraged to look at a video on that too. We have the moon here, and we have the sun. A lot of you are going to be coming into divine union with your person after a short time of distance between you both. Maybe it's the feminine who will be separating from the masculine. The feminine will withdraw her energy. You see how the moon is smaller in comparison to the sun. There is a foreshortening, as we say in art. The things that are in the foreground, in the front, there is a foreshortening. There is the things in the front, in perspective, are larger than things behind. So there is a distance that will be taking place between the masculine and the feminine. The feminine will withdraw her energy energetically and physically for some people. The masculine will come in and rise into the kingship, which is the lion under the tutelage of the sun. Beautiful channeling. We have the number 23 here. This could be 23 days of this change. I'm hearing pack your bags, you're ready to embark on a journey. It's a beautiful journey, it's a positive journey, it's not a negative one. There will be a union, but allow this to happen and take place. Take only your necessary things. Because what awaits you is greater abundance than you can ever imagine. I just saw 1010. 1010 is the judgment card, and there is a great up-leveling in your career, in your ambitions. Everything that you are wishing for is coming true very, very quickly soon. This is a moment for recovery for a lot of feminines out there too. Recovery. Remember how I spoke about Sagittarius as well? We have this, looks like a bow and arrow or an arrow. This is also Cupid's arrow here. So there is travel, and there is also another message of Sagittarius season. You may have strong Sagittarius energy, but Sagittarius is also under the guidance and is a friend of Sagittarius, which is Jupiter. Jupiter is also a friend of the sun. The sun is expansive, is a leader. Jupiter is also a leader and needs a lot of space to share their leadership too. So let me know how that resonates for you. 2 letters, PP, could also be significant as well. Let's go back to 23. 23 rounds down to a 5 in numerology, which again talks about great change, but also is the blend between the masculine and the feminine. So again, we're blending that masculine and femininity within ourselves in order to separate and then come back together in union, knowing that we have done the work internally in order to come in with that 2 of Cups energy, that dance of life between both partners. So I'm going to leave it there for now. It goes without saying that a lot of you have been and will continue to relinquish control. Remember, this is a message that I shared at the very beginning of this reading, and I also shared in the collective messages today on Instagram and on TikTok. So relinquish control. Allow your guides to help you. Let go and let God help you. God is not a religious idea or belief. God is an infinite understanding. And that understanding is also you. 1221 on the timer and 222 on the timer as well. You will also be seeing these numbers. You will also see how those numbers resonate for you, either through your own research or just through an innate knowing. 12 is also the disciples, as I mentioned. Sagittarius season is November and December. I do see the Christmas season, Christmas holiday, part of a Christ consciousness awareness, as well as an elevation in your own mastery and in your own spiritual sense of being as well around that time. That is all I have for you, collective. I do hope this message resonates for you. Do let me know in the comments. You may also book a reading with me or a session with me. All the information is down below in the description below in the box, and there is also a sale currently on. If you're interested in my artwork, you can find all the information on my website as well. All of my work is also available for purchase, and I also do commissions too. Thank you, love and light in the light always. We're closing this reading with sacred knowledge, sacred understanding and protection. Amen. Aho. Bye for now.